So it's been about 5,000 miles or so since I did the repair on the control arms. And one of the things that I forgot to do, didn't make it into the video, was reattaching of the mount of the exhaust system, which of course is right here, to the control arm bracket, which right there at the end of my finger. You can see those kind of two little dots right there. One of those is from a hanger that fits to this, and one of them is from a hanger that fits to this thing. And helps to prevent it from rattling a little tiny bit. I did notice that I had some rattling way back somewhere. Where is it? Back down there somewhere there was a little rattling. So you could tell there was just a little tiny bit of vibration. So I just did reattach this. You wouldn't have been able to see anything with my hand crammed in there, but it was a rather easy thing to do. What else do I need to do? At some point I'm going to have to, that boot, which got messed up, so I've got to fix that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I've got a replacement part, don't know if I'm going to use it or not though. Of course, this is the stud that I replaced. It's still working just fine. I got squeaky brakes. Maybe a different brake pad next time. I may actually change the rotors. The car's got 125,000 miles on it, so it may be about time to get rid of these old rotors and put something new in. I've got a torn up, let's see if you can see it there. Yeah, there you go. I got kind of a beat up ball joint rubber there. And I may at some point want to replace the that small ball joint right there. Other than that, I don't really think there's too much going on. Everything seems to be working okay. I've never gotten around to putting in the replacement bolts for the subframe. Let's take a look at the subframe bolts. Okay, subframe bolts. There's one, there's two, and there's three. It's pointing at it. Yeah, it's pointing at it. Well, that one's stock. That one over there, that is stock. This is the one that is my replacement bolt. So those bolts came in. So I need to see about pulling those. This is my temporary replacement. I've also got the replacement for this, but this bolt is long enough to get the job done, so I may let that ride. But this one definitely needs to go. Okay, this is one of the bolts that came in. This is going to be one of the subframe to body mount bolts. Let me see if I can't get up under here and get that thing dismounted. This is the one that needed to come out. This is the non-standard, and you can see how very little engagement this thing had with the threads that's up in there. So I couldn't torque this thing. I mean, it was in there, and I gave it a little bit of a twist, but it's not torqued. Doink! See, wasn't really in there very much. Let's see if we can get this. Don't you love an unveiling? The parts unveiling. There we go, parts unveiling. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that, let's get some light on it. Wow. Anyway, I got to get some anti-seize on that too. Alright, I don't know what I did with my anti-seize, so I'm just going to grease it. Got a little bit of grease right there. There, now that's definitely over twice the embedment that I had with my temporary, so it was a good decision not to torque that thing down. good. I need to get the torque wrench. Now I don't exactly know what the torque spec is. Generally bolts have a spec per size and they're all basically the same. But since there's a lot of rust up in there, I'm going to do my own personal reduction. I'm not going to tell you what this is because you need to figure out what you need to do with your car. This is my car. I know its history. I know how much rust was in there. So I'm only going to torque it to what I feel it can take. Alright, I'm satisfied with that. Let's check the torque on these other ones real quick here. Try to anyway. Ooh, that one feels a little bit loose. Needed to get more on it. That's better. Very good. Make sure everything's gonna stay in place. Now, check this out. There was so much rust on there. It's still looking pretty nice. It's not bad. Alright, well, I need to do the other side over there too, but that's gonna be boring when I show it to you. It's just the exact same as what I did right here. Now, one of the other things that I was doing was I was having issues with tire wear and the alignment. So let's come over here where we got some nice uniform light and take a look at tire wear. And I don't see anything weird going on here. I know that when I redid stuff, I was thinking that I was going to have to do an alignment, but it felt pretty good when I put everything together. And I got 5,000 miles on everything, and I'm not seeing any kind of weird stuff. Admittedly, this is just one of the tires. That's why I'm on this side of the car, so we can take a look at the other one. Let's see what's going on with this one. The light will settle down a little bit. There we go. Alright. There's like a little wear indicator in there of some sort. Not real sure. This one might be wearing a little tiny bit on the inside. Yeah, I might have to do a little bit of tweak, but in general, I'd say that looks pretty good. And one of these days I'm going to have to get that bumper fixed. Maybe I'll dig around in the junkyard, maybe I can find one somewhere. Yeah, I think that's good enough for now. Like I say, I gotta fix the other one of these, but I'll do that later. Thanks for watching.